Hey guys, Rocky again. Welcome back to another video. And today what we're going to do is we're going to look at the new core that unexpectedly dropped for the MiSTer. So it's the Sega 32X core. So if you run update all, you have to run it twice apparently. It should just appear. So console, down to S, Sega 32X. Hit up the menu. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's not rocket science. What you see here. So first of all, a bit of background on the Sega 32X. It's an add-on for the Mega Drive / Genesis, released worldwide in December of '94. So just let that sink in for a minute. This came out in December of '94. The Saturn had been released in Japan in November of '94. So the Saturn was already out and coming to the North American and European regions soon after. This thing was set out to die. It's an unnecessary add-on. I believe that the Neptune, which was supposed to be a console between the Mega Drive and the Saturn, was supposed to be a 32X and a Mega Drive built into one. So it adds 32-bit capability to the console. It does it. It's you'll see in a minute. There's only around 40 odd games for it. Some of the prices for this thing are horrendously expensive for some of the games. I mean, I was looking on eBay just now, so I mean, because of course collectors are crazy. I've owned about 6. I've had several 32Xs, and most recently I had about 6 games. So if we look here, if somebody's wanting UK prices, we've got on bids. We've got Knuckles Chaotix, starting bids £475. Colibri boxed, starting bids £560. Here we go. Here's more realistic. So Star Wars Arcade, which is one of the better games, I would say. That's 60 quid by it now. Metalhead 55 by it now. Tough Man 47 by it now. Virtua Racing 33 by it now. They are some of the cheaper, we'll put in air quotes. So let's go to highest, because I know this is crazy, because some of the rare games are crazy. I mean, there's people in America. Here we go. NFL quarterback, £1,000. Mortal Kombat, £1,000. Some crazy nonsense. I saw there's a SpiderMan is very expensive. I think people want like £500 just for the cartridge. Yeah, Darkside EMP's about that as well. Stellar Assault, the same. The Star Trek game. Yeah, people are just. I mean, if you go into sold items, I'm not to labour the point, but bloody hell. There you go. Highest priced Knuckles Chaotix £350. Knuckles Chaotix £450. These are recently sold, right? So anyway, so we just go down to load, the usual. Let's start with something I know works pretty well. So this core's come out of the Ukraine, just dropped. So yeah, big props. Notice there's a lot of 3D spinny effects to try and justify the. This one works pretty well. The core itself generally is good. I'm not going to say there are bits needing done. There's some sound issues that you will hear, but yeah, it's really nice to see a core just drop out of nowhere, especially one like this. It's an obscure library, and there are some stuff worth playing. Whoop. Remember the Mega Drive Genesis had no analog pad, just the digital. Oh, that's me. Indeed as a doornail. Brilliant. Right. Let's go something a bit more interesting. Something a bit more. One of the ones I really quite like. But let's start with Darkside. European only release. Last time I saw it for sale, somebody was wanting £1,000 for it. Quite rare. Made by Frontier Developments. If you're familiar with game development, you might know who they are and what games they've produced. I think weirdly this came out on a Palm Pilot as well. Some weird thing like that. It's on their website about it. I remember emailing them actually and asking them if it was coming out in other formats, and then they got some half-arsed answer. I don't even know if they even still own the rights to it. So it's a 3D shooter, shooting asteroids. Destroy all alien fighters. I thought you'd throw the asteroids as well. I mean, it's fine. I know some people really, really like it. I just thought it was fine. I quite prefer Stellar Assault on the 32X. Woohoo, that's a very similar type game. But there's a lot of... You'll see in a minute. I'm not going to show you all the games. I'm just having a quick mess with the core. Right. Let's go to something everybody wants to see. Doom. Yeah, Doom on a console. Ironically, one of the cheaper games if you want to get into physical collecting. It's not a great port. It's better than the Super Nintendo port, but that's not really saying much. I mean, you'll see what the screen looks like and stuff that's in it. It's just... Yeah, it's in a window, and there are even bits of the missile level missing. So, for example, if you go in here, there's no pillars. Let's go kill an enemy. But of course, it's the mid-90s. Doom has to be on everything. And, well, here you go. An obscure game on an obscure... Not an obscure game, a very common game on an obscure thing that was only... Well, it was officially discontinued in 96. But I remember my local electronic shop, Dixon's, that they were sort of high street electrical retailer. Not long after this thing came out, they had them on sale at £35 plus 3 with 3 games. Nobody bought them, and of course now they're rare as hens. Well, they're not even that rare, they're just obscure and unusual. I mean, years ago you couldn't give them away. I think I bought one for a tenner on eBay, and then I think the last one I sold, console, only went for about 190. That's nuts. Oh, it requires a separate power adapter. So you plug this into the top of your console, and that's got a power adapter, and then there's another power adapter. And if you've got the Sega CD or the Mega CD, whatever you want to call it, that's another power adapter. And believe it or not, there are some CD 32X games that require both of them. This code doesn't seem to handle them. I think that would require more integration with the Mega CD core. So yeah, you're not missing out much on that though. They're just more enhancements on games that you can already get on the Sega CD, Mega CD thing. Oh, just like button. Right, anyway, that's enough of Doom. This is only just me messing about. Again, one of my favourites, a game I've probably spent a fair amount of time playing, and to be honest, one that probably deserves a re-release, Knuckles Chaotix. As in Knuckles the Echidna. So there's a unique gameplay element, you'll see it. I'm just going to play it quickly. This one seems to run fine. From what I've spent a fair amount of time with this game. So let's jump. So all seems pretty normal. He does spin as well. However, you'll see the unique gameplay element coming up shortly. Let's get through this part. Here we go. There's Robotnik. So you end up bound to the other character. Oh, there's Metal Sonic. Oop. Well, that's unusual. I've never seen that before. We've got a... Oh, there we go. I'll skip the training mode. Again, this is probably one of the ones I would definitely... If you're going to check out the core... Right, if I jump on this... Me... Knuckles, not the other character. I'll become the big one. Yeah, obviously there's puzzles way up. That costs rings to do that, as you can see. I recommend playing this game. I really enjoy it. Right, let's look at something else. Colibri is a very unusual game. He plays a hummingbird. I know there's a couple of games that I'll have to cover. I'll cover what I think is one of the best, which is the Star Wars game. However, the sound isn't perfect, but it's certainly playable. I'm sure the dev, when he gets time, or somebody will step up and fix it. I'm very impressed, to be honest. Again, this is one of the things I didn't realise when I first got a MiSTer, that each system required a core. I just assumed that the Mega Drive core would be 32X and the Sega CD, but nope. Again, very unusual. Nice looking game though. Right, let's start with a couple of big hitters. So, people all want to see Amazing Spider-Man because it's Amazing Spider-Man. It's 2D platformer, but there's, like, they tried to bung in 3D elements because in the 90s 3D was everywhere. I mean, you think Mega Drive was already the Saturn was already out, the PlayStation is coming, and so's the N64. You know, the Mega Drive had its day by this point. This, by all rights, this console should never been this add-on should never been released. It was a flop. I actually got this to break when I was playing this previously. I'm still not entirely sure how. I don't know if it was the core that broke or the game. I managed to get out of bounds and I got a dev error, which is very interesting. I don't know if... Oh, come on. This one does play fine. I'm not really into it. Let's just... Right, where is it? You'll want to see the one that everybody bangs on about. It's down here. Oh, here we go. Oh, Star Wars Arcade. This certainly shows off the sound errors. Again, incredible job by the dev. Really impressed. Come on, say yeah. Again, 3D, and now everybody's back to well. This, if you want to get in, if you really must get into collecting for the 32X, this would be my first purchase. Not Doom, because Doom's not Doom. Doom's just Doom. This is I think. I like this. This is fun. So, oh, there's my top here. So slow. Come on. Bye bye, TIE Fighter. Slow down. Slow your roll. There we go. Slow down. Let them come right past me. Because that's what they do. There's the bomber. Boom. Bye bye, bomber. This is fun. It's a This is one of the fun games. This is definitely worth playing. I mean, let's show you something. Ooh. Right. Let's show you something that probably hardly anybody's ever played. Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, Bridge Simulator. Rolls off the tongue. Again, the sound's not quite right. Yeah, high voltage software, blah blah blah. I'm just going to go to combat training. 3D, look 3D, so new game, doesn't matter. We've got combat training. Combat training, right? Let us select your ship that you want to. This is cool because you get to see. So we'll play a bit of prey, and we'll fight against some Amaranda class, and the bridge actually turns into, you know, a bird of prey, which is cool. And if you've ever played Star Trek 20th Anniversary, some of this might look very similar to you. Right. Again, just more of a curiosity. People want to see Virtua Racing Deluxe. I'm sure this had a special chip in the cart. But yeah, the sound's not 100%, but the game is still very playable. So push start button. I actually quite do enjoy this game. I'm playing this through an El Cheapo capture card that I bought on Amazon for like £6. So I don't, if there's any, and I'm playing it. I'm not playing it on a screen. I'm actually playing it in the capture window. So don't blame me if I'm terrible at games. Well, that's my excuse I'm sticking to anyway. Oop. Yeah. Various views. I'm just very impressed that this is now on this on the MiSTer. You know, MiSTer's getting quite a lot of cores. I mean, the PlayStation core's coming along really nicely. I was messing about with that the other day. That I definitely did enjoy. I enjoyed playing that a lot. Oh. Come on. Oh, I do like this game. I'm not really a racing car fan, but I like Virtua Racing. Yeah, people used to bang on and on about this when I was a kid. I mean, this is before, you know, obviously, like, you know, Wipeout's only a couple of years away, or 2-3 years away at this point. But yeah, woohoo! This is only supposed to be just an overview of the core. Definitely get it. Definitely mess with it. I mean, the library's only like 40 games. There are some prototype bits and bobs out there. And just as a final thing, because people will probably want to see it, Virtua Fighter. Yeah, that Virtua Fighter. It came out. There's Primal Rage on this as well. I'm not really a fighting game guy. And I know this is one of the big Saturn games. I remember this being the thing that was this a release title? People were importing Saturns for like £600 at the UK from Japan. Oh, right, button bashing time. Right, where's my woohoo! Ah! It's 3D. Ah! Oh. Come on, let me kill Jackie with a Y. Oh, ring out. Oh, are you kidding me? Right. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.